even though writing is a solo act, you still need a village to build a community. How does that phrase go? Well, whatever. Hi, bookish friends. My name is Stephanie, and I am a romance and fantasy writer who dreams of being a published author. And for some crazy idea, even though I'm super awkward on camera, and the only camera I do have is the one that's on my phone, and I've only dabbled a teeny bit of editing videos back when I was like, a teenager, and I'm 30 now, so it's gonna be real interesting. But I think it would be really fun to have this video diary showcasing my journey on this process, and if I help you on the way to your own publishing dreams, then that's even better. But for my first video, I figured, why not do the AuthorTube Newbie Tag? And so I've got the questions right here, and let's get started, because I'm real awkward, and I'm gonna be real awkward, and I'm sorry. Question 1. How did you find out about AuthorTube? I think just like any other person, just stumbling across writing YouTube videos, and I went on this deep dive of watching and binge watching all these AuthorTube videos, and yeah, I couldn't tell you who the first one I saw or the first one that inspired me or helped, but I went down a rabbit hole. I'm sure most of us did that. Question 2, what genres do you write in? I write basically solely in romance, but I also do fantasy and sci-fi and paranormal as well. And basically my writing trends are just like my reading trends. It's very eclectic and it's very mood based. So like if I'm in the mood for writing a paranormal, I'm gonna write a paranormal. Now I will tell you that there's always gonna be some sort of romance in my stories. It's just how it is. I'm sorry. I love love. I'm not ashamed of that. Question number 3. What is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? If I'm writing just romance, it's going to be adult all the way. Maybe new adult. It depends on how you look at things. In the traditional publishing route, they don't really categorize anything as new adult, but self-publishing they do. But if it's solely romance that I'm writing, it's going to be for adults. If I'm writing in fantasy, it's going to be probably just YA, because I like how YA fantasy is not as dense as adult fantasy. It's more like it's quicker paced for me, and I like that. I also like to read YA fantasy over adult fantasy, but I would like to change that in the future. If I'm writing paranormal, it's going to be either or. I like both aspects, and I have works in progress on both YA paranormal and adult paranormal. And like I said earlier, every one of my stories will have a romance plot to it. Okay, question 4. Are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? I'm a plantser. I used to be a hardcore pantser, and then I found the world of plotting and I really liked it, and I kind of do this hybrid plotter pantser thing, so I definitely fit into the plantser category. Question number 5. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? I am yet to be published. I am looking to possibly self-publish my adult romances and then traditionally publish all the others. Like, question number 6. What publishing company, literary agent, and or printing company are you represented by or use? If you're not yet published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent? Just to have one? Can that be an answer? I haven't really looked too much into the different literary agents since I don't have anything fully finished right now. I didn't even want to like deep dive into that and stress myself out and then, you know, just go on this procrastination rabbit hole of finding my dream lit agent or dream publisher when I should just be writing. So I don't have any dream publisher, dream agents, other than to eventually have one. Question number 7. What AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? I'd really like to do a lot of writing vlogs or work in progress diaries, or I'll refer to them as WIP diaries. I know a lot of people say WIP or works in progress, but I've always said WIP. Like, you know, WIP. I don't know why. It just makes sense in my head. So I'll probably do a series of like WIP diaries. I'd love to do some like writing sprint not vlogs, live sprint. I'd love to do some writing sprint live streams. I'd love to do collabs way down in the future when I'm not as awkward in front of a camera. What else? I don't know, really wherever the wind takes me, but I'm wanting to chronicle my journey towards this, and I think it would be really fun to like look back at this and see how I've progressed. And if I can help you along the way, it's even better. Question number 8. When did you start writing? I started writing, I want to say when I was a kid, but the very first story I remember ever fully writing was, I was either 7th or 8th grade, so probably around 12 years old, and it was shit. It was terrible. It was just this run-on pantsed story, and I kid you not, it was probably like 100,000 words, and I remember I had it all printed out, and I remember seeing it probably when I was either moving into my husband's house or just going through stuff before like college or whatever, and I started reading it and I couldn't even. It was so cringy. There was no plot to it. I have no idea what it was about. I can tell you that the main character's bedroom, I don't even remember her name. Her bedroom walls were all like, it was like a sunset theme. So she had sunset walls, she had a sunset comforter. It was trash. So I'm pretty sure I either chucked it in one of our future bonfires or I just tossed it. I don't even know. I don't think I have it, and if I did, I would probably burn it. It's terrible. Question number 9. What was the first story you ever wrote? Well, I just went on that tangent of that, so refer back to question number 8. Question number 10. What authors have inspired your writing the most? Gosh, there's so many. Author Susan Dennard, she is a YA fantasy author, and she has amazing tips and articles on how to better your writing. So by reading all of her articles and being part of her newsletter, I've learned so much through there Other authors that I think have probably inspired my writing is maybe Jennifer L. Armentrout, or let's just take a look. Like, all of these, this is only a portion of my books. I guess I can do a shelf tour or an office tour at some point when it's not disgustingly dirty in here, because this is also our current it's our current storage room, because we don't have a basement and we have literally 2 closets for storage in this house, because this house is just, it's not the greatest. But my husband did build these shelves, and I really appreciate him for that. But I don't know, I think every author that I've ever read has inspired me at least a little bit, whether I liked the book or I didn't like their book, or if I even have read their books. There's a lot of authors that I haven't read, but they have a lot of newsletters or articles or YouTube channels that, you know, have inspired me. And I'd like to be a part of that too. Let's see. Question 11. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? Well, I try to schedule them. However, I have 2 little kids. One is 3 and one is 1.5. And I basically get whatever I can done after they go to bed, because they are insane. They're running around all day long, and I can barely get anything in during the day unless it's during their nap time, and my 3-year-old just refuses to take naps anymore. So even that's been a little bit of a struggle. So most of the stuff that I do happens between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. And so it's a little difficult, and I definitely burn the candle at both ends quite often. But what can you do? I mean, this is my dream and this is my biggest passion, and I feel like if I'm not writing, then I'm not really doing anything with my life, and that's a really sad and scary thing to think about. But ideally, I'd like to have them scheduled, and maybe with this channel I can at least schedule some like evening live stream write-ins or something. And if that works for you guys as well, that's awesome, because I know there's a lot of working mothers out there. There's a working dads as well. And yeah, I mean, let's get this shit done, right? Question number 12. Do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend of those? And where do you write in general? Mostly I write on a computer. There are times where I'm either brainstorming, or if I'm like really stuck and I just don't know where I'm going, I'll take out a notebook and I'll just start free writing, I guess that's called, free writing in my notebook. And sometimes that helps a lot, and that I kind of call like pre-writing. So I use a blend of it all, except for like the typewriter. I don't have a typewriter. I think it would be really cool to have one, but I don't currently have one. And where do I write in general? Well, at home, in the car, in anywhere I am. I always have a notebook on me. I always have my phone on me. And if the muse strikes me, I'm writing. It's as simple as that. Last but not least, question number 13. What are you most looking forward to now that you're a part of AuthorTube? The community. The community that I've found in Brittany Wang's Patreon group is just amazing, and the community that I see happening within the AuthorTube community is just, it's so inspiring, and it makes you want to be a part of it. And even though I am one of the most awkward people in front of the camera, I don't like public speaking. It's not my thing. But I want to be a part of this amazing community, and I learned so much from all of you guys, and I hope that I can in turn help you guys. And that's what it's all about. It's about, even though writing is a solo act, you still need a village behind you. I mean, I don't think I could do writing without having you guys, without having my writing friends to help bounce ideas off of, or to, you know, I'm stuck with this, or, you know, for the accountability. I think it's just really important to be a part of this writing community in every way that I can. So, I mean, that's what I'm most looking forward to, is the community for sure. So I promise my future videos hopefully won't be as awkward. Hopefully there will be some progression in that. But I just wanted to do the AuthorTube Newbie Tag. I know most people don't really watch them, but I figured it's a great thing to first start off with for my YouTube channel. And okay, well, guys, hit the subscribe button, do a big thumbs up if you like this video. I know it's real crappy, but I'll get better, I promise. Leave a comment down below and give me your name and how many whips you have in your repertoire. And just let's start a conversation. Until then, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.